More than 24 hours now since multiple people were hurt in an RTD train derailment in Aurora, and we still don't have any answers about what happened.
We are learning how the COVID-19 pandemic stopped RTD from making changes that could have prevented what happened yesterday.
Denver 7's Patrick Perez live at Sable and Exposition. Patrick?
Hey Shannon, throughout the day I have been pressing RTD for answers to simple questions like what happened before this derailment took place and whether the driver may have been involved in any other prior crashes. Citing an active investigation, RTD is not answering any of these questions. Instead, we spoke with a woman who was aboard the train when it derailed. She did get injured, and she walks us through and helps fill in these gaps as we look back at the 2019 derailment that also took place in this exact same spot. Cleanup continued into the early afternoon Thursday at the site of the RTD train derailment that injured multiple people the day before. Investigators could be seen at the corner of Sable and Exposition in Aurora, inspecting the damaged R-Line train before it was removed from the scene.
And it was like 1 or 2 minutes of holy crap, what just happened?
Madeline Ames was one of about 24 people injured after she says the train took the curb way too fast and derailed.
But it did feel like it was going a little bit faster, and I thought the driver would catch that. And all of a sudden, it was like turbulence on a plane. I mean, I felt like I was a plane about to crash on the ground. I mean, it was so sudden. Everyone shifted to one side almost. A lot of us fell, including me.
The impact has left her with a nasty bruise on her leg, along with a bump on her head. Only 3 people had to be taken to the hospital for treatment, and all are expected to be okay. In 2019, a train on that same line derailed in this same location, injuring several people, including a woman who had one of her legs removed. That time, investigators say the operator was speeding. Since then, RTD vowed to increase testing for new operators and install these radar-based speed monitoring signs. We saw one at the scene of Wednesday's crash. But what RTD has not been able to do is install any sort of system that would control a train's speed and prevent collisions. According to documents from the Colorado Public Utilities Commission, the COVID-19 pandemic took away some of RTD's funding, making it impossible to pay for such systems. Madeline just hopes something is done this time around so no one else goes through something like this.
It could have been worse. I'm glad it happened the way it did, but obviously no one's glad it happened.
And as you can see, the intersection here at Sable and Exposition has been closed since yesterday afternoon as crews work to repair the tracks, including that pole that the train supposedly kind of knocked over. You can see it is a little bit bent there. We will keep you posted once we hear back from RTD to any of our questions that can explain what went down right before this train derailed. Jessica?
Very scary for those passengers. Thank you, Patrick.